Your parents must have been anti-black and racist. Maybe you should just lose weight. That's not how life works.
The whining and you walking barefoot, smell the feet. Pepper squad rolling deep, can't stand on their feet. Tophia on the grip, hands in the dough, funny pot. Sticky fingers, karma looking, the block stay hot. Side back, shadow boxing, swinging at the air, undefeated in delusion. Reality don't care, Jupiter creeping, got the whole crew shook. Predator vibes, got a band from the book, Josh Block got the hell. Bottle in his clutch, captain of a ship that's been sinking too much. Over Navy wildin', can't step to the throne. Worry top the mic, let them reap what they've sown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Thanks for stopping by the channel again today. If you're wondering to yourself, who is this on screen? Is this a person who ate Cyrax and we're finally covering his demise? No, we are not. We're going to be taking a break and taking a look at Tophiachu today. Rax seems to be losing his battle with the Facebook ban by no small margin, so there has not been another update quite yet. So while we're waiting on him to take the back roads back to the internet, and we're monitoring Rumble and Odyssey for any goblin cryptid sightings, I thought it might be a nice time to take a little bit of time and see what Tophiachu has been up to the last couple of days. There's been some Brotherchu related news, some GoFundMe related news, and some pretty funny troll crash outs, so without any further rambling, let's just get right into it.
Okay, there we go. You love my hair? Yeah, I just put it in a bun. I was sleeping all day. That's okay.
Somebody in the chat immediately said, "Did you hear about your dad's newest arrest?" So I should probably mention real quick, about 4 days ago, news came out that Papachu was arrested once again. I'm not sure, and I don't want to speculate just yet what it was he was locked up for, but I'm sure it was gross and possibly involved his obsession with Michelle Obama, so we'll find that out in the coming days.
Are you? I am doing good. I'm doing okay. Thank you for the heart me. My mental holding has your heart.
Don't you just love the ambiance of all of the trucks passing being 100 times louder than Tophia is, so you can barely hear her?
All right. It's tough. You know, it's really hard to there's so many people. What's today? Sunday? That's thank you for the gift points. My mom is doing good.
I hope they're doing it on purpose. I kind of hope that everybody who sees Toph streaming on the side of the road just fucking does donuts in the street until she gets up and has to walk a few blocks.
It's just finding a place. This economy is so messed up, and especially because people don't understand how hard it is. It's weapons of math destruction, not mass, but math. And it basically talks about how systems are put in place to prevent people from even affording their basic necessities.
Yeah, isn't the economy so messed up when a grown, healthy woman who has nothing wrong with her that would prevent her from working, who doesn't have a job and doesn't have affordable income of any kind, can't afford to have a house all to herself? What a fucked up economy when you can't just have literally whatever you want for free and not work. What a fucked up economy when Tophia can't spend all of her money on her hair, her nails, and random collectibles from Target.
Their needs, especially groceries, are so high, gas prices are so high. Everything is so high, and when people sit here and try to play it off or try to act like, oh, why are you blaming the government when it's your fault? It's so hard when there's programs that are put in place to help homeless people get housing, and they're ripped away because of the president. It's not even just that.
Well, there's a program in place where you can walk into a McDonald's and they'll give you a uniform, and then you do labor there all day, and then they give you money. And there's a lot of places that have programs like that. Walmart, pretty much, Tophia, anywhere that you spend money at has a program where you could actually get money back in exchange for doing labor. It's crazy.
Imagine a family that needs food stamps and they can't afford that to feed their kids. It's just a lot. They're coming from that park. I know they are. all the car people. Anyways.
Whoa. Car people, Tophia. What do you mean by that? I didn't like that generalization from the Sentinel of Social Justice, Tophiachu, over here. Car people, I feel a little bit offended.
Yeah, these are probably coming off tomorrow because I need to give my fingers a rest for a week. Because that nail glue is very harsh. So I need to give myself a rest for a week. But anyways, what I was going to say, yeah, I was asleep. I wasn't planning on going live, but I'm going to go live for a little bit. I have videos I have to make. Anyways, it's just people don't understand how hard life really is. And especially because, my brother's not here, and that's hard. Of course.
It's really hard. Like, he was the one that had the income and the money, and then even when he passed away, he was still giving me money.
I seem happy, but that doesn't mean that I had to live with that for a long time. And it's not only just that. I wish that, well, I can't wish from people that don't even have any empathy whatsoever. How do you wish something from people? Like, how do you wish things that from people that don't even have the empathy to even just have an ounce of. I saw one of those, what is that? Not a stingray. Slingshots. Look up slingshots. You'll know what I'm talking about. They're like a car go-kart thing or whatever. Anyways, back to what I was saying. You can't expect people. Here's the thing. Like, people have been leaving. There are so many nasty comments that I can't even, like, where are people's morals? We live in, like, someone said we live in a world where they intercepted a boat that was trying to give mutual aid to people in Gaza and considered them a threat. That's the world we live in. I can't expect empathy from people who constantly are nasty all the time, and then it says go get a job so I can get a job, and then they'll laugh about me getting fired, even though you're telling someone to not do something that is their passion. Imagine telling somebody, well, you're never going to be a singer, even though that's their passion and they're probably good at singing.
You know, I think sometimes the most empathetic thing that you can do if somebody is homeless and they're trying to make a living, I don't know, singing or streaming and it's not being successful, possibly the most empathetic thing that you can do is go to that person and say, hey, actually, I think maybe that's not going to work out for you. I think maybe you should get a normal job. But to Tophia, empathy just means give me money and affirm whatever delusion I'm feeling right now.
I it just bothers me sometimes that people could be absolute hypocrites. The same people will turn around and say that I bully people. For every action there's a reaction. Remember that. You know Newton's third law, right? For every action there's a reaction. People don't react a certain way because out of nowhere. You're trying to make someone out to be a bully when there's recorded proof that I respond to comments of people bullying me. You don't see half of the DMs that I get because I'm not trying to risk my monetization.
Oh, we saw some of the DMs that you got on a live stream recently, Toph, and pretty scary stuff. I don't think you're going to be able to make a living selling that mommy ASMR either, bud.
Trying to risk my monetization. Top of all of that, it's just like it's very hypocritical of people self accountable. You like the same people that'll be like I'm racist will sit here and turn around and do something racist and be like, well, you don't have to around and do something racist and be like, well, you don't have to crazy thing about it. When I call it out, it's a problem because it's me and you don't like me. But maybe someone larger with a large content creator should call y'all on your BS and hold y'all accountable for the issue. You want to do something racist and be like, well, you don't have to because you don't want to be held accountable, considering that a lot of people are breaking the law and committing crimes by stalking me because, oh, God forbid I go shopping at Ross and ping, there's a video, which I didn't go shopping at Ross. I was just looking around because I don't even know if I
She's always in retail stores and she's always got bags of new shit, but she was never shopping.
bought anything when I. Oh, yeah, I did. I got makeup stuff because my lipstick came off.
Oh, well, your lipstick came off, Tophia. That's more important than a home. Sorry, Mamachu. 2 more months you can't have a place with me because my lipstick came off today. Unacceptable. Had to get myself right over to the Marshalls. You ever think about dropping an application when you're there, Toph? They usually keep them at the desk.
That's what it was. Anyways, God forbid someone wants to enjoy life. Oh, let's knock her down a peg. Oh, we're not being fat phobic by telling her she's too fat to wear. Telling her she's too fat to wear. Where I don't need anyone's approval of what I can wear and what I can't wear, because what if I want to make content wearing plus size clothing? This is another thing in the plus size market when it comes to clothing and stuff like that. I'm so freaking sick and tired of people saying, well, maybe if you just lose weight, you wouldn't have to expect these brands to make larger sizes.
I'm so sick and tired of people saying, well, maybe if you made money, you would be able to buy a house, and maybe if you had a job, you would be able to buy food. Why are people telling me to do things instead of giving me free shit, chat? What are you not getting about it?
That's not how it works. That's like telling a restaurant, well, maybe if you just get up and walk out of your wheelchair, you shouldn't expect these restaurants to have a place for you that's accessible for you to access and get into their restaurant. Maybe if you get
So the restaurant was in a wheelchair, and now the restaurant has to get up out of its wheelchair to go into a different restaurant that like she can't even string an analogy together.
get up and walk out of that wheelchair, then you wouldn't need to be asking them for a ramp. That makes no sense.
I don't think being in a wheelchair, Tophia, is the same thing as being overweight. And like, no, I don't just think that every overweight person should just be shamed and made fun of. I don't really care when it happens to you or Nova because you guys are fucking weirdos with some sketchy ass allegations against you. So really anything that people make fun of you for, I'm not really going to like draw a line in the sand and be like, "Oh, well that's where I can't get on board anymore." But like pairing being overweight because of your personal eating habits to being like paralyzed because you were in a car accident is not exactly the same thing. That's like someone who's bald comparing their baldness to the plight of people who have one arm from a shark attack. Not really the same category.
Everything should be accessible for everyone, right? Like when it comes to a disability space, there's so much like I'm watching people have a hard time getting jobs with disabilities. That's not even the half of it, right? It's crazy to me that like they're not inclusive to people.
I'm sorry, this is like an SNL sketch, the way that every time she starts talking, a train is passing, cars are revving their engines, now there's a fucking plane landing like 30 feet from her.
With disabilities, people are still, I cannot believe in 2025 we are still shopping at Dolls Kill and they are ableist, but yet everyone is still shopping at Dolls Kills, and I keep seeing these stupid ads for Dolls Kills. Oh, but you know, they were ableist, they didn't want to hire someone who's disabled. Mind you, it's a lot harder for people of color to get paid more than a white person for doing the same ads that they're doing. It's so frustrating.
All I ever hear come out of her mouth is reasons that she personally cannot have a job. I'm not even saying like taken by themselves, that the individual points that she's making don't have merit. Like there is truth a little bit to some of the things that she's saying. But literally, this is just a string of reasons that she can't work. Well, nobody's going to hire me because I'm overweight. And then after that, even if they did, they wouldn't hire me because I'm a person of color. And then after that, they wouldn't hire me because I have PTSD. So, like, really, guys, because the world is just organized so effectively against Tophia, why should she even try? And what's the end result of that? Again, it's that, well, we should all just crowdfund her life so she can live in luxury without ever having to do anything.
To ask for inclusivity when it comes to like plus size clothing and having bigger sizes, but then people say, well, maybe you shouldn't ask for that, maybe you should just lose weight. That's not how life works. You know, it's like very, how do I say it, that's logic is stupid, and it makes no sense to be sitting here expecting someone to mold themselves and to fit themselves and to be like, oh, well, maybe if you just lose weight and appease to these companies, well, look, why are these companies shutting down? Ask yourselves these questions. It's like when Samira makes these videos and I see all of this fatphobic comments and I'm just like, what's the point of telling someone to lose weight? Even if I lose weight, I will not shop at these brands until they're inclusive, whether I am a bigger size or not. If I choose to lose weight on my own and these brands don't have up to a certain size, even if I'm not that size, I'm still not going to shop with them.
Well, yeah, you're not going to shop anywhere because you don't really have any money for the most part. Sometimes you come across, $50 in donations to go on a spree at Marshall's, but even that disappears almost immediately. And also, I just got to say, I don't believe that for a fucking second. If Tophia woke up and she was 150 pounds tomorrow, I think she would immediately be shopping at American Eagle and Abercrombie and Fitch and all these places that she hates so much if she had any money to do so. The woman has never done anything for anyone other than herself, not even Mamachu. Like, that's just not who she is. So this idea that she's like, oh, I'm not going to buy clothes until we can all buy clothes from American Eagle. Like, I don't think that there's even a chance that she would stick to that. That's 100% total cap. It's easy for her to say that now. It's just like when Cyrax said, I don't know why you guys don't help me with money because if I was rich, I would help all of you guys. Well, it's easy to say that when you're not actually in a situation where anybody's asking that of you and to say, oh, well, of course, of course I would be the most charitable person in the world if I ever had the resources to do so. I won't. Instead, I'm going to be the person asking for it. But just know in your heart of hearts that if I could, I would.
I'm still going to be an advocate for that because it really doesn't matter. Like, all of this stuff that I freaking hate is so hypocritical. I turn around and I see all these influencers. Alex Earl, who I'm so sick and tired of people saying I'm jealous over someone that's completely racist that gets brand deals with Carl's Jr., but yet nobody cares because she's a white, attractive girl, so she gets away with more stuff, right? It's so crazy how people use an excuse about why I shouldn't be successful when other people are so successful, right? Look, we got a president that's a 34 times felon, but yet you didn't give a ish, and then you try to say, oh, well, you voted for it. You can look at my voting record. It says I voted Kamala Harris, so, I mean, nice try. Sorry. It just bothers me how society is. They allow certain people to have platforms. Oh, it's okay, we can't allow one racist, but we can allow another. That's why Joey Swoll is literally getting held accountable, because his advocacy stops when it comes to black people. And why are black people shitted on so much? Especially when I don't care, because people could say I'm not black, but I'm black. Whether you say I'm not black or not, that's your opinion, and that's anti-black. Whether you want to
She's pretty orange for somebody who hates Trump so much.
unlearn the stuff that you learned from your parents must have been anti-black and racist, because that's the only thing I could think of, because nobody just outright all of a sudden is anti-black or racist. It's just literally the fact that the reason why y'all are like that is because your parents are racist. You come from a product of how your parents raised you. Literally, to say my mom didn't raise me right, she raised me right. She never raised me to be hurtful towards anyone. You want to make people out to be hurtful.
Tophia, you're saying that as the person who once responded to somebody saying in your comments section that you should retire from TikTok, and I quote, why don't you tell your mom to retire from life? I don't know how you think that after everything we've seen you say and do that you can sell yourself as some type of saint.
You want to stretch the truth. You do not want to tell the truth. You want to twist and turn words, and then you want to make up some stuff. You think that it's okay to make threats when all of these threats are being collected, mind you, for reports. But it's crazy to me how people will excuse all of that because your advocacy stops when it comes to black people, and it's so annoying. Why, whenever black people speak up about racism, that's where, oh, I gotta stop right there. You don't care about racism, you just pretend you do, and it's performative. And to call me a performative activist, I'm not an activist. Where did I say I was an activist? Activists go out in the street and do the work.
Yeah, you just go out in the street and live there.
Right? I can share and post stuff that is important to use my platform for. I got almost 13 million people viewing my Instagram. Of course I'm going to share this stuff. If I can spread something to a mass amount of people and put the word out there, so what? You're complaining about me posting stuff. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's 13 million people that I can show that I'm flirting with Asian teens.
You're not posting. That's the issue. A lot of people will complain, but then they themselves don't even post nothing about nothing. Oh, well, why,
Well, let me tell you what kind of an advocate I am, Toph, even though I'm not a big fan of that word, and I'll also tell you where my advocacy ends. My advocacy ends with PDFs, and I actively advocate against, you guessed it, PDFs. The fun thing about the PDF community is that there's no immutable traits. It's not a race that you're born into or something about yourself that's totally unchangeable that everybody can see as soon as they look at you and they judge you for. It's something you completely do to yourself based on a string of bad decisions that people end up finding out about and deciding that you're disgusting for. It's a community that you bought your way into, Tophia, and once you're there, you can't buy your way out.
It's so frustrating that people love to run their mouths in DMs and be like, oh, this and that. I made that video, and then they're like, the one video about bringing bullying back? Why are people literally advocating for bullying? You're advocating for more younger people to unalive themselves? Is that what you're advocating for?
I know this is like anecdotal evidence, so it probably doesn't mean anything, and I also know there are situations where somebody is bullied so horribly to the point that, like, something really bad does happen, and that's awful, so I'm not saying that's a good thing. But what I will say is, when I was in grade school, bullying was, like, pretty rampant, and for the most part, It kind of just corrected a lot of behaviors early on that would have socially ostracized people later on in their life. I personally watched it break people out of a lot of like weird tics or force people, including myself, to kind of improve their ability to make conversation in general to the point that they don't come off strange and off-putting to everybody around them. I don't think a little bit of light bullying probably would have been the worst thing for any of the lolcows. Maybe if somebody had caught Cyrax when he was like 9 years old, fake bragging about being an army brat and razzed him about it a little bit, he'd be like working at the bank today. Who knows? The butterfly effect is a crazy thing, but all I know is apparently if you're not bullied before the time that you're like 16, instead of correcting any of your behavior, it does what it does to Tophia, which is it just pushes you further and further into a victim complex, and every mean comment that anybody sends your way just bolsters your already existing belief that the whole world is against you and you're deserving of free shit.
I just don't get it. It just baffles me. Like you're saying, oh well, bullying is okay. Okay for who? You don't have to go through the bullying that people go through to understand how bullying hurts people. There are people that have been in my position that have been treated the way I've been treated because of false rumors, and then to try to say, oh wow, they're not false, they're actually true. When it's crazy to me how you will excuse predators. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Toph, finally an opinion I could agree with. I do think it's crazy when people excuse predators. I think when people get caught doing predator stuff, we should never forget, and we should bring it up every single time they try to make a public appearance. Is there anybody that you can think of that we should get for that, Toph? Anybody who comes to mind?
To me, it makes no sense how this internet works. Like, people are just trying to push me off the internet, and that's not going to work. You could try, but it's not going to work. I'm still going to be on the internet. To say, oh, wow, you say that you make money, you say that you're doing good on the internet, but you were homeless. First of all, how am I going to do good on the internet when I'm constantly, like, it is so crazy to me how people act. Bigots and racists, and the amount of hatred on my page is so insane. If you only saw what I have posted, someone literally defended. Let's make these people's comments my content because it says you should get better hygiene and STF, you will keep a job. Bold of you to talk about hygiene when it's giving hasn't washed the bed sheet since 2019. Clock that.
Tophia hasn't washed the bed sheets since 2019. You think that that's a burn? Toph, you haven't had bed sheets since 2019. You went from a car to a motel. I guess they wash the sheets for you there with room service, but I don't think that I don't think the housekeeping at the motel counts as you washing your sheets.
How about that? You should get a dang job is what I hear. You work 40 hours a week and still can't afford a decent insult. Clock that. To address this commentary, you should pay your landlord. Worry about your own bills before you try budgeting my life, broke psychic.
These are not clapbacks.
Clock that. So this person says TikTok isn't a job. Funny how you say TikTok isn't a job while watching me work harder in 50 seconds than you do all week. This commenter literally says,
imagine being at like your construction job and you open up TikTok for a minute while you're trying to smoke a cigarette on your quick little break you have, and you see fucking Tophia's face clicking her Temu nails and making a 50-second response video to some mean internet comments telling you that you work less in 40 hours than she works in 50 seconds. I might actually wing my phone into a fucking ditch at that point.
me trying to be funny on TikTok. First of all, if you were ever funny on TikTok, you would be getting paid, but you're not. How about clock that? I literally am not. This person says refund all the money. Go check for the refund. Oh wait, you never held a receipt that is worth flexing. I'll refund the money when you refund the audacity. Have a good day.
You better clock that.
So I want to address this person saying not you doxing Squid and posting her dad's face who passed away on another profile wrote Tophia. First of all, I know this is an old comment. This was like from last year, but I do want to address it because
imagine having so much motherfucking time on your hands, even though you supposedly work more than 50 seconds than people work in 40 hours. That you're just steaming about a comment from over a year ago. Like, you're just like, you know what? I think I need to address that today. She sounds like a very busy woman.
unless you have physical, actual proof that someone is behind an account, first of all, don't be accusing anyone of doxing. Girl, now hold on. This is your profile picture, right? This is you. This is you, right? So why are you coming to my page accusing me of an account that I'm not even a part of? And let me explain this whole situation with Squid, because I don't want to bring up Squid or bring back Squid again. Let Squid stay in crash out mode and let people cancel her. What bothers me is that you've got people like this right here who literally will say anything to hate on someone. You don't have physical proof that I'm behind that account. And actually, it was proven, it was like last year, she said that me or my brother was not behind the account. Actually, she didn't say that. She said that we are not that account. That account is run by her stalker who lives where she lives. She has a man that is stalking her, which she chose to come on the internet and run her mouth. And then her stalker came, right? Her stalker, literally showed up on social media, on TikTok, and started stalking her again. And
So Toph just said a minute ago, don't say anything about anybody else unless you have like absolute 100% solid proof that what you're saying is true. And then she goes on a 5-minute tangent just repeating random internet gossip that she's never verified.
And I literally said that she needed to address that account and say that that was not me or my brother under one video, because she kept getting multiple comments under this certain video saying that it was me and my brother. She did not address it. The only thing she did was delete the video. It doesn't matter if you take the video down, you're still not telling people that I'm not behind that account. I'm so sick and tired of having to deal with stuff like that, because it's like, you don't accuse me. And then you didn't address it. You just took the video down and thought maybe that would help things go away, but that's not how it works. Like, you need to tell people that me or my brother was not behind that account when my brother was alive. Like, it's stuff like this that annoys me, that people will say anything they want to someone and be absolutely, like, they think they don't have to have consequences. Unless you have physical, actual proof that I'm behind that account, you don't know anything. Just because someone doxes Squid does not mean it's automatically me because I don't like her. I just think that this is, BS. I just think that, you guys need to quit it with this. Like, seriously. And I know this is an old comment, and I probably mentioned it, but I just needed to address it because I'm so sick and tired of this BS. It's just, I'm just annoyed. When people say anything they want to on the internet, it's okay for them to say anything they want to. Like the girl last year that said she was in a Discord with me and then she showed no proof. All of this stuff, I'm sick and tired of this. This stuff has got to end. When is enough going to be enough? Like, stop saying things to me. Stop telling me things. Stop saying whatever you want, thinking you can get away with it. Enough is enough.
Yeah, only I can do that. The only person who should be able to say whatever they want on the internet completely unchecked and always be justified is Tophia. Anybody else who wants to do that same thing, remember, you're not Tophia. You're not allowed to do that. And if you do, you're being racist. I'm so tired of the fatphobia. It was Trump.
I'm done. I don't need to address BS. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. And that's where I'm going to leave it.
I know it's old, but y'all will say anything. Bring bullying back. People spread rumors about me so bad I got harassed for years. I get unalivement threats.
Answer me this in the comments, guys, or in the chat if you're watching the premiere. Is it a rumor if it's true?
And told me to harm myself. I get stalked and followed. That's not even the worst that's happened. It messes with your mental.
Hey guys, stop scrolling. So I got a very special $20 Temu coupon code. No, this is not a scam, and anybody can use this coupon code. I will properly show you how to access and use the coupon code.
Look at that one tooth on the bottom there. It's trying really hard not to be in this ad.
All you have to do is download the Temu app. Click the main page, go to the search bar, enter in my special code, and it'll give you the $20 coupon code.
So she hates all these brands because they don't make clothes that are big enough. But she'll advertise for Temu, the child labor capital of the world. Also, Toph, you got some bats in the cave there.
I will be adding the link application to this coupon code to my bio for easy access. Take advantage of this Temu coupon code.
$20 Temu coupon. Some of y'all need to keep your negative energy over on your side. If you really don't like me, just block me for your sanity. No need to leave a negative comment wasting your time. Thank you to who sent me money on PayPal. I appreciate it. Links in bio for PayPal.
That is the only time that Tophia will say thank you, I appreciate you, or literally anything positive is if you send her money.
My Cash App is $Tophiachu if y'all want to send anything. Again, thank you for your support. Even if it's not money, it means a lot.
Yeah, even if it's not money, it means a lot. It doesn't mean enough that I would ever even acknowledge your existence, let alone make a post about it. I will only do that if you send me money. And if you do send me money, I will make sure that I drop my Cash App in the thank you so that more people can maybe send me money, but it definitely means a lot. You'll just have to know that in your heart because I'll never say it.
I hate having physical touch as my love language. I'm touch deprived.
Ugh, please no. I'm thinking about the ASMR again and my dinner's coming back up.
No one would ever touch you, especially with a 10-foot pole. Rejection, ouch, Angie, nice one. Someone probably already has or maybe hasn't, who knows.
Please don't imply that, Toph. Please don't make me think that there's somebody out there that's down that bad.
At least I don't got a boyfriend who looks like he's in middle school.
Oh, Toph, you gotta not draw attention to yourself with the responses like that, man. Is that a Freudian slip or what? I never thought this would apply to something like this, but you guys have heard whoever smelt it dealt it.
I can't believe he's gone. This one hurts. I was a huge fan. I remember when my brother was so excited he found his CD at the thrift store. We did it. I hit 400,000 on TikTok. Thank y'all so much. A whole Zionist reposting the old Aunt Karen live from years ago about me. Please, like you have any room to speak. When are y'all gonna leave it in the past? Respect that Aunt Karen doesn't want to talk about me, she said so.
It's so funny how many of the lolcows have family members that have just completely disowned them. Like, usually, even if you're a really bad person, your family are the people that will, like, stand by you. If you guys watch a lot of those, like, pred poaching videos with, like, Alex Rosen and stuff like that, a lot of the times, even though they're, like, the scum of the earth, their family members will come outside and try to defend them and try to get them out of the situations. But the cows are so bad that even their close family members often have to turn on them. Like, that just really tells me everything I need to know about you if your own family feels that way about you. It's one thing to have beef with like one or two family members, you know, like people get into arguments and stuff like that, but when your own entire family wants nothing to do with you, it 9 times out of 10 you're the problem.
Why are y'all mad? You just want to use large creators' platforms to bully. Do Trump next. The greatest love story was Carl and Ellie from Up.
You know, however you feel about literally anything politically, Toph sure does wish end of life on a whole lot of people for somebody who gets literally so upset when anybody expresses even like a little bit of glee at anything bad that happens to her. Like anything bad that happens to her, she's just like, "You're glad Brotherchu is dead," even if it has nothing to do with that. But then she literally wishes end of life on politicians and content creators and celebrities on a regular basis.
Some of y'all just can't let someone be happy. You tear people down for what?
The allegations, Tophia.
You point out people's insecurities, and they end up getting plastic surgery. You then complain about that. Y'all scream we love natural bodies and then attack people's natural bodies. You make people feel low and are the main reason why so many young people harm themselves constantly, commenting on people's features they can't help. Fatphobia is not okay. Just let people live how they want. I never said I was part of the cartel, y'all dumb. Someone who was defending my brother's ex, who is a predator, by the way.
We're talking about predators, Tophia. There's a few in your family. Have you seen Papachu's Twitter? Have you seen the stickers that were on Brotherchu's car?
Threatened me with the cartel like it was supposed to scare me. I said you never know who you mess with, they may also have connections. I said I'm involved with them. Y'all love twisting words.
So she literally says in the same post, "I never said I was part of the cartel, y'all dumb," and then later on just says, "I said I'm involved with them." What the how is that twisting words?
Lord Sanji commented, "Don't worry, Tophia, with all you've done in life. You be down there with him and your brother. I can't wait. I know you ain't talking when you look like this."
It's so funny how quick she is to jump to don't talk about people's natural bodies when it's about her, but then anyone who makes fun of her that has any image of themselves on TikTok at all, she's attempting to do a whole comedy routine about.
He didn't have to make fun of my looks. He wished death on me. That's even worse. I meant to say I'm not involved with the cartel. I was notified of the typo.
I don't know why I was notified of the typo hit me so hard, but just the way she wrote it like it was an HR email.
You better stop spreading lies about Nicole before I beat the TF out of you with my people and my mom's Mexican cartel people. You won't be alive much longer. You got one chance, bitch. This is why the cartel was brought up. They threatened me with them. They are associated with them. Can someone get this for me? I'm gonna wear whatever I want, and I'll look good too. Your fatphobia won't stop me. You're never too big to wear something.
You know, I skipped it when she spelled there wrong, but my god, her literacy, her English comprehension is rough. The spelling in these is giving me an aneurysm.
Don't let others dictate how you dress. I want to look nice or dress good, I will. I don't dress for y'all, I dress for me. Still supporting Tophia after she used her brother's murder for clout and to rob y'all for funeral expenses when she took the money plus won't even go pick up his ashes is insane.
Yep, all 100% true, all super accurate statements by this person who has baby bangs and no eyebrows. Not something that happens every day, somebody with baby bangs and no eyebrows being right about something, but you gotta give credit where credit's due, you know? Broken clocks and all that.
Y'all don't care my brother isn't buried yet.
Obviously, you don't care either, or he would be, what's the word? Buried.
Never cared about him, period. Where were y'all when his ex lied on him? My dead brother is not some name you can use for your content to get views and money.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that. Only Tophia's allowed to do that. Don't be trying to take her bag. That's her cash cow right there.
If y'all cared, you wouldn't be spreading misinformation to stop the GoFundMe so I can bury him. I don't have access. Are y'all dense? How many times do I have to explain it?
Well, if you have to explain something 50 times and it continues to not make sense to a large group of people, the issue probably is not the large group of people. The issue is probably your explanation.
Me when I see people defend Tophiachu without doing any research on the terrible things she has done. And let's not act as if my supporters are stupid. They look at things close than y'all do. Y'all will blindly follow a donkey. This is what love feels like.
Oh, we're skipping this. I am not about to listen to the Siri voice read all this shit. No way. TLDR.
This guitar solo is fire. P.S. My pants fit a little big. Never used to and they fall down. Hulk Hogan died. My brain.
It's incredible that she cannot resist doing this every single time someone she doesn't like passes away, when like her biggest beef with the entire internet is exactly that. It's so fucking funny. Do you think that she could actually articulate to you what it was that Hulk Hogan did wrong and why she didn't like him or his behavior? Or do you think if you really pressed on it, she would just be like, he's being racist. He was a racist. I can't tell you why. He was racist.
It's a party over here. We do not care.
I'm not saying life is beating my ass, but that bitch got hands. That bitch got...
She really got hands.
Glow ups like these right here. This is what she's doing that is harder work than you or I do in a 40-hour work week, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you want to kiss me? Come on, kiss me. You a clown if you think any guy actually liked you. Me.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any evidence to beat the allegations here, Toph.
Let me then, I don't care.
Some of y'all have never been slapped at full speed, I can tell. I can tell just by the way you live your life.
Her ability to make TikToks that apply exclusively to her is incredible. It's like her For You page is sending her these sounds because they're about her, and she's like, yeah, you're right, I should make a TikTok about somebody else with this sound. There's an episode of The Simpsons where Homer walks into the break room, and there's a sign on like the shared fridge that says, whoever is taking other people's lunches, please stop. And he just goes, "How inconsiderate, that's terrible." And then he opens the fridge and immediately starts like shopping in there. Like he's just like, "Ooh, yogurt." Like he just starts grabbing shit. And I feel like that's Tophia on her For You page every single day.
Some of y'all have been slapped at full speed and I can tell. Stop being rude to people who disrespected you.
Yo, all of the looks are bad, but what the fuck is going on here with this one? If this walked up to me at a club, I don't know what I'd think it was, but I know I'd be afraid. The fight or flight is being activated when this approaches.
I don't a fuck. God sent me to piss the world off. Listen to the message.
I gotta pause it on this one because you can just get a really, really good outline there of the Tophia beard that she's got coming in. It's amazing that she can afford the Temu nails, but not the Temu razors. Her beard comes in like Cyrax's hair, where it's all wispy and you can only see it on the outline.
When I saved this was going through a rough time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be our coverage of Tophia for today. She still doesn't give a shit about Brotherchu except as a prop that she can use to make a couple bucks. She's still listing every reason under the sun that she shouldn't even try to get a job. And she is, of course, as always, busting it down for a patty melt. We'll check back in on her soon. But until then, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And until next time, stay indoors, don't donate to any questionable GoFundMes, and have a good one.